include the DAFA and ALFA as well. So thanks to them, they are very professional, very organized. We are happy with them, and here they are here for the season as well. We also agreed on the team sheets and on the times to be organized, to be played during the event. The format will be as follows. For the senior teams, we're going to be having 4 different groups, A, B, C, and D. The head of the groups will be the top 4 teams who made it last season, last tournament, last year in the ALFA Cup 2016, and who were Japan first, Algeria second, Macedonia third, and China fourth. So those 4 teams will be the head of the groups, which later on will do the draw, and we will see in which groups they are with the rest of the teams. Basically, the top 2 teams out in the 4 groups, consisting of 16, the top 2 teams will qualify to the quarterfinals. Then, after the quarterfinals, they will play the semis. Then there will be again for the third place, the bronze medal, and the grand final. We'll talk about the details as we go through the presentation. As for the for the junior teams, we will be having two groups consisting of 3 each. Because of the lack of time for them and of the need of the grounds, later on I'll show you where the grounds are, which were basically, the junior teams will be split over 2 groups, A and B. And they will play round robin against each other, with the top of their group playing straight away the grand final, and the second of those groups will be playing the semi-finals. And the time for the groups will be 30 minutes during the round robin, during the first stage. And the second round, quarterfinals and bronze medal, third place, and grand finals, it will be another 30 minutes, but just in case of draw, we will refer to the penalty shootout straight. So it's going to be a 1-day tournament. Hopefully next year we can extend it over 2 weeks with 2 Sundays or a weekend, the whole weekend where we can play. Before I carry on, any questions you have before I carry on to the general business where we are now. And after that, it's questions and the draw. Any questions you have that you got? So basically the games will be for 30 minutes, and it's a 15 minutes and a half, 15 minutes and a half in the first round. Juniors and seniors. Juniors and seniors. We're going to be starting at 8 a.m. in the morning for the briefing. A briefing will take place at the ground, next to the canteen. Those who were there last year know very well exactly what I'm talking about. So we're going to gather the whole teams with the families around it. We'll talk about them. We'll explain to them where about those teams are, where about, I'll explain to you now later on, where about, just data code. Wissam is the referee. Here he is with the referees. He's the ALFA committee member as well. So basically, the main idea is it's a day where we all need to meet together. It's a sports day from different ethnic and religious backgrounds. We would like all to be there to enjoy it, to play, to give a good idea about the multiculturalism in the country, and to focus on the fact that we can survive together. We can play soccer. Soccer will gather us and doesn't put us apart or separate us. So let's make the best of it. We have organized the free face paintings. We have organized the jumping classes for free, amusement for free for the kids. Bring your family, bring your kids to enjoy it for free. Canteen will be there for them as well. And also, we're working with Patrick on organizing a sports clinic from the Western City Wanderers or the City FC for our kids as well. It's all for free. Bring your family, please. Feel free to encourage your country. Get your flags. Get your spectators, your supporters there with all respect, without teasing others, without using a coarse language, because this is for us, it's not forgivable. Any team who doesn't show respect to others, definitely will be excommunicated, and as a committee, we will ask them straight away to leave the tournament. We don't want to wreck our reputation, which is grown up here after now. And one more thing regarding the referees. For us, the referees, their decision is the final decision. You don't argue with the referee. If the referee gives you a red card, you go out straight away. I'm talking to you as responsibles for your teams. You were there last year. You saw the conduct was perfect. We want to carry on with it. And the most important part of it is respect each other and respect others. Okay? Any questions you have so far? Yes.
In the group, there's two teams have the same points. That you can check the goal difference.
Yes.
Wissam is responsible for that.
Wissam will be responsible for liaising with the managers of your team.
There will be a big board displayed on the field and all of the cameras will be listed on it.
And based on the game sheets that was emailed to each one of you, who didn't get the game sheets via email? Then we'll email it to you. There's a game sheet. Okay, we'll email it to
Can
you.
you give us your email address when we finish and we'll get it?
Just give it to Wissam, please. And Wissam will email you the game sheets. That game sheet, each team consists of 16 players. Whether it's senior or junior. You can field 11. You can come over to the tournament with only 11 players. That's fine. But you have the right to list 16 players. Plus a coach and a manager. The manager is responsible for the game sheet. The game sheet at the end of the game, once finalized with the score, should be signed by the referee. Once the referee signs on it, the manager of your team needs to hand it over to Wissam. Wissam will, based on it, once he sees the signature of the referees, he will register the score and he will register the who's the one who has scored the goals. It's important to write down who scored the goals via their numbers. So at least, because at the end of the tournament, we're going to be issuing the what we call the Golden Boot award for the juniors and the seniors. We want to be fair with everyone, so at least if they don't want to commit any mistakes in that junior. So, okay, you had a question. Sash, you had a question.
The juniors, yes,
Under 16.
2001 up.
Under 2001.
Anyone who was born before
Yeah.
2000?
Anyone for the junior it's under 16, which means which means for the junior teams, if he's born 2000 and before, he cannot participate. 2001 and above, yes, he's welcome to participate. Sash.
But just the times again, it's the same for the juniors, 15 minutes each half, all the way through?
Yes.
Same as the seniors, exactly the same?
Yes, exactly the same. It's 30 minutes a game for seniors and juniors.
And final area,
Sorry?
the final,
The final 30 minutes as well.
15 each way.
15 each way. Believe me, for the team who will get all the way to the grand final,
I'll be tired.
it really will be tough. Yeah. And there's a minimum of 3 games per team. If you reach the quarterfinal, the 4th game, the semi, 5th game, then definitely a 6th game for the teams who will reach the grand final. As for the juniors, there's minimum 2 games and maximum 3 games.
The
Yes.
size of the,
Sorry?
the size of the field.
Full field, full
The,
size.
the juniors the same as the seniors.
Yes. Yes.
Sorry, you have a question?
So Mr. Remy mentioned that there's 16 players plus a coach and a manager. Do you guys have a physio, or should we provide one if we need to? And if we do, can I register it on the team sheet?
Yes, you can provide the physio, that's not a big
My
deal.
own fees.
Yeah, you can provide your own physio. Yeah, that's not a big deal.
That's not blocked for 16 players plus a manager.
No.
Just to explain about the fields, just to give you an idea before we go to the draw. Those are the grounds. It's called the Crest for those who are not familiar with the Bankstown area. This is the Crest Sporting Complex in George's Hall, Bass Hill, which is nearly hardly 5-10 minutes away from here. 5 minutes away from here. You can reach it. That's the athletic park where the grand final will be played. And the presentation will take place. All the junior teams will be playing in the athletic park. Those fields are the Crest fields, all the way down.
Which is 3 there or 1 there?
Which is Crest 1, Crest 2, Crest 3, and Crest 4. That's the canteen where the meeting at 8 a.m. sharp. Please be at 8 a.m. sharp, so we can be there, we can explain, we can distribute just in case. And so for the refs, for you to warm up, 9 a.m. sharp, we need to kick off. We don't have time to lose. 9 a.m. sharp, we need to kick off. The seniors will be playing on those 4 fields there. The juniors on the other field besides of the grand final of the seniors. So this field will accommodate nearly around 10 games, and the rest 10 games each. It's 40 games total. That's the way we've done it. Approximately, you give and take a game depending on the juniors. When it comes to Crest 1, depending on the groups, later on, we will show you once we do the draw, and it will be emailed to you again by Wissam. Wissam Abbas will email you the final team sheet and the draw as well with the timetable. So for you to be aware what time you're playing, and you can prepare yourself. We still have 40 days for you to prepare for the event. So that's the Crest 1. The way we've done it, at the same time, there's 4 groups. So it's a Group A and a Group B. There are 4 games will be played at the same time. At 9 a.m., the 2 groups will be playing. Those 2 teams, once they finish, they go out. The Group C and D will replace them to play their games. And this will continue all the way nearly to 1 a.m. 1 p.m. 1 p.m. So Group A will be playing, for example, on Crest 1 and Crest 2. Group B will be playing on Crest 3 and 4. Then, once they finish the game, the other two groups will move in. Let's say whatever team in Group C and D. C will be playing on those 2 crests, D on those 2. And then they go out all the way up to 1 p.m. At the same time, the juniors will be playing on the other side. So, and basically that's the... Any other questions you have in that regard? Sorry. Yeah, yes.
Thanks, man. So once the first game starts at 9 a.m., obviously it's going to finish at 9:30, or there's a break in between each half? Right?
Straight away.
We only play 30 minutes.
All right.
Straight swap around, otherwise we'll be here until 9 o'clock.
No, I understand, fair enough. So for Group C and D, who's going to jump in straight away? Are they going to start at 9:30?
No, Ahmad, we have 15 minutes.
Okay, so there's 15 minutes.
So that's why you're going to be having all the, not the team sheet, the draw and the time. So you'll organize yourself according to the coming 40 days. You know exactly what time, which field after I explain that to you. And those details will be followed with the email to you. And at the same time, a couple of our committee members will be, a couple of the committee members will be always permanently based in the canteen area with Wissam. So any questions you have, feel free to ask us. We'll be wearing our red jerseys for the cup. You know us now, here we are. You can feel free to come ask and we'll provide you with the details. The details definitely will be with you in the coming 2-3 days. Wissam, when exactly can you, once we finish tonight?
Once we finish, by end of the week, we'll get everything.
For you all.
Ali, you had a question?
Yeah, just a quick question on the number of players. That's each team have 16 players, which is obviously on the sheets.
Yeah, register 16.
Yeah, and given that the team that gets the fund, they play 6 games.
Yes.
So obviously we have 1 goalkeeper. Every team might have a reserve goalkeeper in case he gets injured. So practically we have 3 to 4 stops for 5-6 games. These 11 players or 16 players have to be the same players, or we can have 11 players or 16 players at a time. For example, you bring 20 players.
It's the same players. Once you
Unless you want to
register,
make it 18,
no.
give more flexibility.
So that 16 players have to be
Yeah.
just
The
rotated
same players
in
have to do
every
the whole.
game.
16 players of it. It's half an hour game.
Yeah.
Let's say you went to the grand final. It's 6 times 30. It's 180 minutes. It's equal to 2 games.
Yeah.
Imagine playing. It's a one-day tournament.
Sorry, the gentleman, yes.
Semi and the final 15?
30 minutes. Semis and grand final.
30.
Every game 30 minutes. All the games are 30 minutes.
Wasn't it 30 minutes last year?
Was, yes.
Yeah, it was, but this year because of the numbers, because of the,
Shorter this year in the final
we
game.
need to finish by 5 for the presentation, so it's 30 minutes as well.
Also, are the four fields are the same as last year? Exactly.
Yes.
The some field are smaller than the others.
Fields? Sorry, excuse me, sorry, 1 second.
شباب مش عم نسمع بس معلش راوي sorry say again what do you mean
Are those four fields the same as last year?
Yes, they are.
same size
Actually, if you remember, there was 3 fields last year. So you know where there's 2 fields next to each other. These are slightly bigger, but it's smaller. These fields are smaller, besides the main one, than the field where the grand final was.
Exactly, yeah. So the other side is slightly smaller, narrow.
Yes, correct.
I have a suggestion regarding we can change it now if you all agree on it just in case your team will make it up to the top 4. It's up to you. We go and majority rules. We have a suggestion that the third place and the grand final will be played for extra, let's say 40 minutes instead of 30 minutes.
So 20
minutes half. 20 minutes half. Do you mind? We have time for them at the end?
Yeah.
Because the third place for the seniors will be played at the crest. And right after the grand final of the juniors, the grand final will be played on the other ground, which is at the athletic park there. So we can extend 10 minutes extra. It doesn't bother the other schedule. Do you mind if we play the grand final and the third place 40 minutes instead of the 30 minutes as an exception? Do you all agree on it?
Yes.
Who object that? Please raise your hand.
Who objects?
Okay, Carlos, done.
Sorry, I'll just go through. Glenn and Terry, regarding changes, because it's such a short... Sorry.
Within a change, how we've done it in other tournaments is they talk to the AR, don't bother with the referee, doesn't matter, game's playing, on off, but the AR on that side will run.
Okay, so everyone's clear with that?
The game's flowing,
Yes.
you want to make a sub, your player's got to come off, he can go on, but he's got to tell the linesman first. Don't bother the referee, yell out to the linesman, sub, he can go on once he's come off.
So even when the game,
Yep.
the ball doesn't have to be out. So everyone clear with that?
Otherwise, there's too many people there, and I know quite a few, one down the front of you, who will waste time once they score a goal, or finish a goal. Like you did last year.
So everyone clear with that? So normally you have to wait for the ball to go out and the game has to stop. So the referees have just said, as long as you speak to the assistant referee, saying one at linesman, you can come up while the game is in play.
Yep.
Clear? Everyone clear on that?
That runs for the junior as well.
Sorry?
Runs for the junior as well.
Yes.
What was that, sorry?
You can't, if you're doing a sub and a player's coming up here, the player can't just go straight onto the ball.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to be, let the play go past it and go.
And by the way, we're having for the whole tournament 3 referees per game, right, Glenn? 3 referees per game.
Hopefully, maybe the juniors and 2. It just depends on numbers.
Juniors?
Yeah.
Okay, but definitely need to have 3 for the other side.
Yeah.
We'll talk.
Hopefully we've got the numbers.
Yeah, all right. Any other question before we carry on with this? Yes, yes, sir.
Do we have access for these 4 fields to walk to the main field?
Yes.
Yes, you do. Yeah. There's a path. There's a literal path that runs straight along here, goes straight down there, and around to the front where you can actually get in. It's nice and easy. It's a nice walk.
When we have ball boys and stuff.
I think what you also do is amalgamate the balls and maybe 2 extra balls there as well. You can have 3 balls per game. So 3 balls per game. Put 2 extra balls for the final. Make it easy.
Any other questions?
So basically, as we discussed, Shabib, 1 second please. We're just about to start the draw and finish now. So there will be 3 balls in the game with the referees per field. So we won't have time. Straight when the ball goes on the other side, other committee members will be helping, and we appreciate if some of you will put us. We've got enough committee members to help on the grounds. They will be there to help and to assist. Straight away, the ref will use the other ball and you carry on. This is done. And as Chris has explained, yeah, there's a path linking the fourth field with the athletic park there via that path which you can see on that side.
I mean, realistically, if you were smart, you'd park your car on the other end anyway.
Yeah, on the other end here.
Right? That makes it less walking.
Less walking, exactly. There's plenty of car parks on that side, if you notice.
Yeah.
You can park your car all the way there and on that side.
No, that's closed.
This is a closed. That side is going to be closed for the jumping castles. So on that side there, on this side here, plenty of car parks. Don't worry. For the senior teams and for the junior teams, 2 ways for those who are not familiar with Bankstown area and Crest. You can come from the McLean Street for the athletic park, and from Carisfield, which is off Johnston Road, which is there. Yeah. And this is a Hume Highway. It's very close to them. That's it. This is a Hume Highway. As you can see, you come on the light, then you turn left on the first light, and here you are. Carisfield. Those are the grounds, as you can see, and that's the athletic park. Or you can go all the way to Johnston Road, turn left on the roundabout, then left on Rex, then left on McLean, and you can park your car in that area, which is shown, which is right there. All those car parks around it. That facility was being built for the Sydney 2000 Olympics, and it's ready to be used. So 2 things: let's use the most of it in a proper way, and let's show respect and maintain ethics and values on that day, please. Yes.
Started there, has people from the same nationality.
Yes. Yes. Sorry, what's that? Yes, except you can use up to 20%. I understand certain teams they don't have. You're not like the Lebanese or like the Macedonians, but the Saudi Arabians I understand mainly. Yeah, we allowed around 20% of the players to be from non-Saudi Arabians or let's say Iranian. I know Iranians, we've got the players there, or Japanese. I think to be. Yes. And definitely, Shabib, please definitely. It's an important question. No frictions among ethnic groups. I don't want to see friction among, let's say.
It's never happened.
It never happens, but just I'm just ahead of the, just in case. I have to say it. No frictions. We don't want to see people getting politics inside the tournament. We're there for sports. Glenn, would you like to explain about the yellow cards like last year? Basically last year, if you remember, we agreed on, in the same game, 2 yellow cards straight out.
Yeah, that would be great.
1 red card straight out. And he will miss the following game.
The whole
red card.
tournament red card.
No, red card. No, he will miss the next game. One game, yes.
Depends on what they get sent off. I think red cards, we come back to you and say, oh, this bloke here just pushing out badly, red card, 1 game.
Yeah.
This bloke here punched the living crap out of this bloke. I think you've got to look at each incident on a red card. Yellow cards.
So they are like very severe offensive.
Yeah.
You take the decision. We will support the.
No, look, be up to you. We'll just
But
report it
if
to
you
you.
suggested, if it's in that case punching the other way, definitely he will be up. If the whole team would like to sympathize with him, bye-bye for the whole team. We're not gonna sacrifice or take any chance for the tournament to take it. So basically, 2 yellow cards in the same game. It's like a red card. You're out, the player is straight away out, and he misses the second game. And in the second round, we start from 0. All right? Do you agree, all of you, on that? Do you agree, all of you, on that? Second round, the first 3 games. If you have 2 yellow cards in the first game, the third game, that's fine. In the quarterfinal, you play normal, and as your whatever is clear. Yeah, starting all over again. Any other question?
So the first group matches, the 3 games are draw.
Yes.
So everyone's got 1 point.
We count how many goals you scored.
So 1 all.
Goal difference, yeah.
1 all.
The 2 teams, there will be 2 teams with more goals than the other 2. They will make it stop.
So it goes on for and against him.
If they have the same
all the
points.
games are drawn,
Once they have the same point, did they go to penalty shootout?
Sorry.
I'll explain that to you.
Okay.
If the same points, let's say the second and the third.
all the games 0-0.
Let's say all the games 0-0.
All of them.
All the games
The
0-0.
4 teams will be out.
Yeah.
Let's see offensive.
For the bad. Understand?
We'll draw.
Okay, valid.
We'll call the 4 teams with the committee members, and we'll put the 4 names in a bucket, and we'll pick up the first 2 will be qualified. Number 1, number 2.
That's very unlikely, but
Very unlikely. Very unlikely to happen.
Yeah, it could happen, Sorry, the canteen.
Excuse me.
Guys.
For the canteen, please.
I'm going to be opening the canteen on the day. That's going to be at the crest where the, if we can just go back to the other way. The other way. That's all right. There. So the main building there, right on the corner on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
Yep. The canteen is going to be there. I'll be running a barbecue as well to cater for the masses. The meats will be halal. The barbecues will be taken care of and washed down and cleaned up and ready for it. Okay. The canteen will have the main necessities. The waters, the drinks, the Powerades, the chips, and the kids' sweets, obviously, to take care of the youngsters. Is there anything that anybody else would like in the canteen, besides obviously a first aid kit?
A couple of Scotch whiskey, if you want.
Yeah. I think it's important, if you guys just tell me what we need. Yeah, I'm going to go to Remy down on the highway, and I'm going to buy 2-minute steaks from you. I'm going to buy sausages. And make sure we'll have sausages and just the basics.
Okay.
I'm not going to do a full course meal with hummus and everything else, but I'm going to do the basics for you, okay?
Can you get some ice packs?
Yeah, the ice packs will be ready. We tend to buy about 6 or 8 full bags in the morning and cut them up and put them in the freezer, so they're ready for the guys.
but the important thing, like I said, the meat will be halal, so
Yeah.
most of the majority came in that can.
Is there anybody that thinks that we need something in the canteen that just I haven't mentioned, or?
Probably the ice bags.
Yeah, the ice packs are covered. Is there anything that anyone can think of? Anything? No? Yes? Okay. There is a defibrillator in the canteen, so if anything happens, straight to the canteen. That is more important than anything. If anyone gets hurt or anything else and you need a defib unit, because it has happened before, straight to the canteen. I will try and get somebody who actually knows first aid to be there on the day.
Please, can you explain to where are the change rooms?
Okay, the change rooms are in that main building. Again, everything is literally in this building here. The canteen, the female toilets are around about there. The male toilets are at the end here. And then there's 2 or 3 change rooms that are in the main building. You'll see them anyway. They're pretty well, the signposts are up. So, it's pretty easy to see. Is there anything else that you think?
What about where the junior is? All that.
I'm going to be really honest with you. The last time I went there was about 11 years ago, so I don't know the place.
It's changed on the left-hand side, out there.
Yeah, over there.
Okay.
There is change rooms and toilets.
And toilets.
It's well decorated.
Yeah.
Is that canteen going to be open?
It's a proper stadium.
I'm not sure. I think we're just taking care of that.
Just
The main canteen will be at the crest.
that's all they'll be.
Yeah.
There are change rooms.
Yes, there are. There are. Definitely change rooms there. We'll just have to get it cleaned up a little. Yeah.
So, any other questions before we go to the draw?
Remy, we can just ask the team manager to send the color of the jerseys they are putting on,
Yes.
to make sure that they clash of the color.
So that's very important that you send colours to we send
Yep.
because a lot of teams are red. So we just want to make sure that there's no.
Theoretically, we can bring a set of bricks with them in guys.
We can email what color we
Yeah, email if there is a that's going to be. We'll have to put a set of zips on sort of thing. Red, your red Lebanese. Okay.
We'll organize it. So basically, any concerns you have, you can email us. You can, and Wissam will be in touch with you regarding whatever we discussed tonight. Regarding number one, the game sheet. Sorry, can you hear me at the end? So regarding the game sheet, and also regarding the schedule, and any other questions, feel free to call. We're happy to assist you with it. Before we carry on with the draw, any other questions?
Good luck.
Good luck, everyone. We're gonna be starting with the junior. As I mentioned to you, we have. Okay, this is the junior. We've got two groups, as I mentioned to you. We have a Group A and Group B. We decided that based on the participations of the previous tournaments, that Macedonia and Lebanon will be the head of the groups. شو خليك خليك خلاص خليك رجع لك scroll down please, scroll down and stop there. Scroll down. That's it. If you notice, this one, once we complete it, you'll have a copy emailed by Wissam to you. It will show you, it will show you exactly the games, the crest athletic ground, which ground they are playing at, and the time. Wissam, can you scroll to the left, please? No, to the left. That's it. Thank you, Wissam. So as can you scroll down? No, down. And down. Stop. That's it. That's it. So we've got the Group A juniors and the Group B juniors. Whoever's going to come A1, which is the head of the group, and B1, the head of the group. A2 and A3, accordingly to the draw now, you'll have an idea about who's versing who, what time, and which ground. All the juniors are all at the Crest Athletic grounds.
But that'll all be filled in and sent with the names of the team rather than just A1 each.
We can do it this way. I think it's better this way. So that's what we have. Basically, we should be finishing by 1:15. Can you scroll down, Wissam? Yes. Further down, please. Thank you. So the third place will be played between the second of each groups at half an hour after it, 1:45 to 2:15. Then half an hour after it, just in case, extra time and stuff like that. The grand final will be played 2:45 to 3:15. At this is the winner of the group. This is the grand final for them. So total we'll be having 8 games for the junior teams.
So the junior will be playing at the end 30 minutes, not 40.
For the juniors.
Yeah.
Yes. So we're having two pots. This is a Group B and Group A. This pot is for the groups. Macedonia and Lebanon will be the head of their groups. Now we're going to be drawing to find out who's the head of each group. And that's Macedonia. My friend, you're Macedonia?
Yeah. That's Group A.
Group B. Group B. Group B.
Macedonia.
That's B1, no?
Magnet.
So that's B1. So therefore Group A will be Lebanon. Now we have, for the rest of the groups, this is B2, A2, B3, and A3. And the four other teams will be... Can you see it, or is it?
Yeah.
That's good.
We have Syria. We have Egypt, Vietnam, and Palestine. Dr. Hatoum, can you please?
A2,
A2. So A2 will be
Syria.
Syria. Ali, can you trouble me, please?
Yeah, I think
B2. B2. From there, the team name.
they have no chance.
Next year. Another one. We didn't take it out.
Oh, okay.
Palestine. Danny, Mr. Rizk, please. A3. Egypt. And obviously the last one will be Spiros.
Vietnam, is it Vietnam?
Yeah, Vietnam, yeah.
You.
B3.
B3.
Vietnam.
Vietnam. He's next to you.
Well done.
Well done. So that's what we have now. We've got the two groups, Lebanon, Syria, and Egypt. Group B, Macedonia, Palestine, and Vietnam. And obviously Lebanon is A1, Syria A2, which means the first game will be... Okay. So, which means Lebanon and Syria will be playing the first game between 9 and 9:30. Lebanon versus Syria. And then
A2, A3 will be
Syria versus Egypt. Now we're preparing for the senior teams. So we have 4 groups, A, B, C, and D. A, B, and that's a group C and group D. And as agreed, the 4 teams will be head of their groups: Macedonia, Algeria, China, and Japan. That's Japan. China. Algeria and Macedonia. We start with the head of the groups for the seniors now. Ahmad, can you please? So the head of a group A will be Japan. So Japan, head of group A. Mustafa, please. Group D, head of group D, Algeria. Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Group C.
Group C, and he please. Head of group C,
Macedonia.
Macedonia. Patrick, for the please. Group B will be definitely China. The suspense. So it's a China. We made it on purpose to make sure that the name is there. So now we have the head of the groups. We have start with the Japan.
Japan Group A, China Group B, Macedonia C, and Algeria Group D.
Now we're going to the rest. That's the suspense now. Ali Reza. Okay. Mr. Patrick Skeen again. It wasn't the suspense, that one is.
D. Group D.
D4. D4. Yes. With Algeria. Saudi Arabia. Terry, please. Terry. A4. It's up A4. Iran. Terry, Glenn, please.
Hard to see.
B2. Australia. B2 Australia. Japan, please. A3. A3. Lebanon. Jesus.
Lebanon.
What a group, mate. Lebanon. Okay. C2.
Palestine.
Bilal, Palestine. B2.
Macedonia, get ready.
Macedonia versus Palestine.
B3. Jordan. B3 Jordan. تفضل. سعودي عربية.
Saudi Arabia. D2.
D for David.
Egypt. D2 Egypt. Nepal. Please, Nepal. One of you, please. C4. Nepal.
So it's Macedonia.
Okay. China, please. A2. Al-Ahwaz. No fighting. Algeria.
لا تمشي رياضيا ولا سياسيا.
C3. C3. قطر.
فين حطيتك؟ حطيتك وين حبيت حطيتك؟ شوف.
B4. B4. Kuwait. No gentlemen. Kuwait.
One more
D3.
Iraq.
That's it.
That's it. Can I, please, excuse me, please, just for 2 minutes and we finish. Please, 1 minute and we finish. So now we've got the groups. Group A, B, C, and D. Japan, Al-Ahwaz, Lebanon, Iran. Group B, China, Australia, Jordan, Kuwait. Group C, Macedonia, Palestine, Qatar, Nepal. Group D, Algeria, Egypt, Iraq, Saudi Arabia. So basically, if you notice there,
We'll fill it up later on.
we'll fill it up later on and send it to you. It's gonna be basically when you play it, it's gonna be the A1 versus B2. شباب اسمعونا شوي بعد دقيقة واحدة بس 1 second and we finish. Group A and B, the A1, the first two will qualify to the quarters. Then A1 will verse AB2.
That's the point.
And B1 verse A2 in the quarters. And carry on. And the same. So basically there will be one team from the C and D who will reach the grand final, and one team from the A and B who will reach the grand final. According to the schedule.
Confirm each group the first and the second will be qualified.
Yes.
So play the fourth quarterfinals.
The chance is the top two will qualify to the quarterfinals. Quarterfinals will be 30 minutes as agreed. If a draw is there, we will go for the penalty shootout straight away. Yes.
Yes.
So the quarterfinal, A against B and C against D, then the same is the winner of A and B with the winner of C and D. It's like this way.
I didn't get you.
Yes, a knockout.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right.
It's knockout stage, yes.
The method A with B or A with C?
No, A, what do you mean? A, B, A1 versus B2.
Okay.
You got A and B and C and D plays.
C and D, alright. Yeah.
Okay, good.
A, B, A1 versus B2, quarterfinal. Then B2, whatever, A2, B1.
Not like last year. Last year was a draw.
Last year we had 12 teams. We got the top three, the top one of each group, only 3 groups, and the best second place. That's why we had to do it via draw. This year different, we have 4 groups, 16 teams. So we can have the top 2 to qualify to the quarters and it's Last year it was different, 12 teams, over 3 groups, 4 each. Definitely the top 1, 3, plus we need the 4th. The best 4, the best second, qualified to the semis. And I think it was, which team was it? Algeria?
Yeah, Algeria. Yes.
Algeria was
and
the
they got all the way to the grand final. Yes.
Grand final.
Any other questions before we close the meeting? Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.